Hi, I am Ishma's daughter and I love cooking in the kitchen with her, so today I'm going to be making a golden vegetable soup starring our Lacadon turmeric and Makir ginger. So first you're going to make a marinade. So you're going to start by adding 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. You're going to add 3 tablespoons of that. So once you've got your olive oil in there, you're going to go ahead and add your spices. Here I have 1 tablespoon of curry powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of Lacadon turmeric, and then 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And you can add more if you want it to be spicy. So I'm gonna go ahead and add those ingredients in. And I'm just gonna whisk that together until it's all combined and there's no like clumps in there. Okay, so once it looks like that, go ahead and add all of your vegetables. Here we have 2 cans of washed chickpeas and they have been dried. Here we have 3 carrots chopped up, and if you want, you can take the center out. I prefer to take the center out, so that's what we did. And then you have 1 cauliflower head. So now I'm just going to toss them in. Tossed all of the vegetables together and I put them onto a foil-lined pan. You can start to see all of the vibrant colors from the Lacadon turmeric coming through. I'm going to put them in the oven at 425 degrees for about 20 minutes. Okay, so now that the vegetables are in the oven and cooking, I'm going to go ahead and start the other steps. You're going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil into your pot, and you're gonna bring that and let it heat it up. While that heats up, I went ahead and chopped a small onion so they can saute in the oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those in. And with these onions, I'm gonna go ahead and let them get soft and cook a bit. Okay, so I just checked on the veggies and they are almost ready. And these onions are sauteing. You can hear them sizzling and I can definitely smell the onions. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add the grated garlic. And I'm going to add the ginger. For the ginger, I did our Makir ginger. And then there's also some dried ginger bits for more of that taste, because here we love ginger. I'm gonna go ahead and let that mix up. Okay, so this is done. You can always use fresh ginger if you prefer, but I just used it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add in the seasonings. I have 2 tablespoons of curry powder, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And I'm going to add those and I'm going to stir it until it's evenly coated. Okay, so I can smell the ginger and the turmeric and the curry powder and it smells delicious. So now I'm going to go ahead and add our chicken stock, and you need about 4 cups. So I'm going to go ahead and measure this out there. Pour it in, and it smells so good, and I know it's going to be so good because all of the ingredients are definitely very tasty. Go ahead and finish that off there. And now I'm going to add lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, or you can use just regular. And then you're going to add an entire can of your favorite coconut milk. So pour that in there. It looks great. You can see the colors coming from the turmeric and the ginger. I'm gonna stir that up a bit. And then we're gonna add sugar. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of just plain granulated sugar. And let that heat all the way through. Okay, while this was boiling, I'm separating some of my vegetables because I want to make sure I blend all of my carrots and cauliflower because I don't want huge chunks. And I'm also going to blend some chickpeas, and then afterwards I'm going to add the rest of the chickpeas. It is totally up to you what you decide to blend. Just for like my taste and the way my family likes it, I'm going to blend up all of the bigger cut vegetables. So over here it's come to a slight boil, which you know it's heated completely all the way through. So I'm going to turn that off heat so nothing gets like too hot and it's boiling while I'm blending. And I'm going to go ahead and add in these vegetables. I'm going to add all of these in. It smells delicious already, and I know it's going to taste so good. And in the base you can see the color of the turmeric and the ginger, and in the vegetables you can see it. I know it's going to be absolutely delicious. So I've put all my vegetables in and the heat is off, and I've tested and made sure my blender works. So now I'm going to just blend it in. I'm using a hand blender because it's easier, but you're more than welcome to take it and put it into a big blender. Okay, while this was boiling up and heating up again, I tried some of the chickpeas and they were absolutely delicious. I also tried the broth and the soup. It's so good. You can definitely taste all of the flavors and spices, especially the ginger and turmeric coming through. And if you look, that bright color comes from the carrots and the turmeric, and I just know it's gonna be so good. So now I'm gonna add in the rest of our chickpeas here, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and put them in. So I'm just adding them in like that, and then mix them in. So that way you get a bit of a chunkier, crunchy taste, and it's not just plain soup. Okay, so it's all done and it's heated through, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat. I'm gonna pour it into my bowl here. Look at the bright color, and you can see it, the steam. It definitely serves its purpose as a golden soup. So over here, I'm gonna add some garnish. I'm adding cilantro. I went ahead and chopped up half a bunch because we love cilantro, but whatever your family prefers, go with that. I'm gonna go ahead and taste it a bit. That's delicious. That is so good. You can taste all the vegetables, and the extra added chickpeas is delicious.